Okay. Alright, let's just get started. I'm not gonna do a face cam for the stream. I'm sorry, I just don't feel like it. And we're gonna do something I don't think I've seen anyone do before, which is a actually, you know what? I have to restart the stream now. Hold on. There we go. There we go. We got a webcam now. Ooh. Alright, so what I'm going to do for this stream is I'm going to theory craft every matchup with Steve and the implications that PMLG will have for all the characters' matchups. And I'm just gonna give you guys the quick broad details of what PMLG affects. PMLG, for those of you guys who don't know, allows you to cancel hit stun on moves that don't send into tumble. So this mostly affects low percent combos for every character, and it also affects any sort of multi-hit setup or kill option that a character has, which is a really, really big impact on how the game is played. A lot of characters rely on their low percent combos because the combo games are the strength of a lot of characters. And a lot of characters also have to either kill with multi-hits or use multi-hits to lead into kill confirms. So it's a pretty big deal that Steve can just get out of these, right? And it's not like it's on a timer like Shulk is. Like Shulk can only shield art. Shulk can only shield art once every 15 seconds. Snake can pull a grenade, but then he's still in disadvantage and he still takes damage. Duck Hunt can use bomb, can use his can, but then he's in disadvantage. Both Bats of In and Foresight don't put you in a great position, while Steve's PMLG allows you to frame one break these combos and multi hits, and you also get incredible punishes because Steve's combo game is ridiculous. So let's just go over character by character. I'm going to be switching scenes a lot here. This is going to be the theoretical Steve matchup chart with PMLG, and I'm going to be honest. I thought about this beforehand, and I think it's a large scale impact on how the game is played. But let's just go character by character. We're going to be switching the scenes a lot. So the first character is obviously Mario. Mario is affected a lot, man. So first of all, any low percent combo like up throw, down air, not going to work anymore. If Mario tries to go for a down air, Steve's just going to PMLG, back air him or jab him. Other low percent combos, say Steve's at 10% now. You try to get something like you try to get down throw, up air, nair. That's not gonna work anymore. Like any ladders that Mario goes for aren't gonna work. Like even at like 70%, you guys just saw there, Mario's up air doesn't send a tumble. Right there, no tumble. So Steve will never get laddered off the top now by Mario. Whether it's through up air into down air, up air into down air, that's never gonna work because Steve can just PMLG out of it. Or it's up air into up B because again Steve will never be able to PMLG out of it, right? And because Mario's ladders will often take Steve towards the sky outside of his block zone, the PMLG becomes even easier. So if Mario tries to kill a Steve off the top of a down air or an up B via ladder, Steve's PMLG becomes even easier. And so now any ladder combo that Mario goes for is just not gonna work because even at like I think 90%, Mario's up air doesn't send the tumble. So all this per character's combo game is just non-existent now. Even something like low percent combo, like you trying to get down throw up air forward air. I missed the combo, but down throw up air forward air. That's just not gonna work now. That's just not a thing against Steve. So this character kind of gets gutted in the matchup. It was probably a slight Steve's favor before PMLG got introduced. But with PMLG now, Mario honestly goes down here to 65-35. I think it's that bad. Like, literally, what is Mario supposed to do? He's literally just supposed to fireball camp or try and contest Steve blocks with fireball and only win neutral with back air because everything else Steve will just PMLG out of. It sounds really bad. It might be worse, dude. Now, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it might be that bad for Mario now. That's just what happens when you take away the best thing about a character. So I do think it's that bad. All right, on to the next character. This is gonna be annoying if you have to get in and out of the stage. Next character is Donkey Kong. Screen. And Donkey Kong, I thought is not too affected. Like, surprisingly, not that affected. Like, the worst that's gonna happen is that that's not really gonna be a thing. Like that, Steve will be able to PMLG out and hit Donkey Kong for going for cargo throw at early percents. But I do think at about when Donkey Kong wants to do the ding dong, Steve shouldn't be able to get out of it. Shit. Why am I so bad at this? I don't use these characters. But yeah. That might not work now. Oh, man. It's so hard to tell when Steve's actually in tumble. He looks so weird. But yeah, 30% cargo throw combos just aren't gonna work anymore. Like something like that, if DK goes for that, he's just gonna get hit. Other than that, though, DK will still be able to play neutral like all the same. Like he won't be able to get like back air into. He shouldn't be able to get like dash crafting table. Oh my gosh. He shouldn't be able to get like dash attack into double back air now. So that kind of hurts. But and then like the other thing that hurts is that this is not really gonna kill anymore. Steve will just be able to PMLG out of it. So yeah, Steve will feel PMLG out of Spinning Kong now and hit DK. So DK should never kill with that. But in terms of like the matchup, I don't think it got that much worse. Like yeah, early percent ding dong, early percent cargo throw combos being way more risky to do now. It hurts a little bit, but the matchup was already garbage. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Steve already won this matchup like 65-35. I think that's about where it is still. Alright, on to the next character. Alright, next up is Link. Yeah, I put DK over in 65-35. I forgot to switch the scene, my bad. Next up is Link. And this character just kind of gets gutted with PMLG, I think. First of all, this just won't work anymore. So early down throw combos just won't work anymore because you'll feel a PMLG out of it and then like hit stay and like air dodge out, or like PMLG air dodge out, or PMLG back air Link for doing his down throw up smash. Any sort of back air combos, any sort of like back air 1 combos won't work now. Forward air 1 combos won't work now. Any sort of bomb infinite that Link tries to do won't work now. Forward air just shouldn't kill now. Hold on, let me get it a little higher. Yeah, forward air will never work now because Steve will steal PMLG out of it. So like boomerang, forward air won't ever work now. Like that back air into like up B won't work now. Like that just won't be a combo now. That just won't be a combo. Yeah, I don't know how to do the bomb combos, but any sort of bomb combo is just gone. Like, and that's the best thing about Link, right? That won't work really. Like early percent up tilt chains won't work. Like Steve will just be able to PMLG out of that really easily. Like in terms of like the neutral, it's still not bad because Link will still be able to nair and stuff through blocks, and be able to use forward air and stuff in neutral. But in terms of like killing though, it's really tough because like you can just PMLG out of forward smash now because it props the opponent up. Shoot, I don't want to do. Actually, does it prop people up? Okay, never mind. Forward smash seems like it'll be fine. We're learning as we go. Yeah, forward smash will be fine, but like down tilt up B will never work now. Down tilt up B will never work. Any sort of like combo into up B won't work now, pretty much. So yeah, it's not like the neutrals changed that much, but Link probably only like slight lost this matchup. But now losing bomb infinites, losing forward air 1 combos, losing back air 1 combos, losing his early percent combos via down throw, that all hurts a little bit. So while it's not a huge drastic change, I do think the matchup does get a little worse for Link. So we'll put him in 60-40. On to the next character. Next one is Samus / Dark Samus. Honestly, probably not too affected by PMLG, right? Like, up smash and forward smash will actually not work anymore, more than they already didn't. So, like, yeah, up smash will just never work now. And then, like, forward air will never work. So, like, down throw forward air will never work now. If Samus tries to go for, like, down throw nair, Steve will just be able to PMLG out of it. Probably what's bigger, though, is that, like, actually, will charge shot? Yeah, that's fine, because that keeps Steve grounded. So any sort of, like, charge shot combos that keep Steve grounded will be fine. Upper chains will obviously not work. Up B will obviously never work. Probably a big thing people aren't thinking about is, like, up B, is, like, out of shield, like, when characters go for out of shield stuff against Steve now, Steve will be able to react to this and just PMLG, like, back air or something. So yeah, that kind of sucks for Samus. But, like, in terms of how the game's gonna be played for Samus, there's not much that's gonna be changed. Like, she can just drop her combos instead of just go for. I mean, it sucks because, like, this is damage, right? This is just damage that Samus just won't be able to do now. Shoot, why am I not getting it? There. I'm struggling way too much. But yeah, that's just not going to work now. Forward air will never work now in this matchup, basically. But yeah. I think all the charge shot stuff will be fine because charge shot keeps the opponent grounded. So like charge shot into like mid charge shot into like dash attack at really high percent will be okay, I'm pretty sure. God, I don't know Samus combos. Yeah, that should be okay. I think like at maybe like 60% you can like half charge shot back air, like that will be gone. Like something like I can't. Yeah. So alright, I almost got it there. But the point is half charge shot back air will be gone. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal for Samus. Samus probably wouldn't even. I think Samus probably went even with Steve before PMLG. It only hurts a little bit. It's not that huge of a deal. Like up smash and forward air not working is like the main things. So it's probably just a slight win now for Steve, going from even to slight win. Alright, next up is Yoshi. God, dude. This is the only character I just feel like it's gutted with PMLG. It's gutted. So like, oh my gosh, any sort of like up early percent like tilt chains won't work. Like that's just gone now. Like that, like up tilt into like Nair is gone. Up tilt chains into uppers are gone now. Back air is just a useless move now. I mean, down air. Down air should just never work now. You should feel PMLG out of this every time now. Back air will probably just never work now. Yeah, so Steve should just never die to back air now. Does egg like turn and tumble? I have no idea. I also have no idea how to use egg. How do you aim this? Okay, so that doesn't send into tumble. So that's all you need to know. Yeah, that doesn't send into tumble. So all egg confirms is just gone now. It's like, it hurts a decent amount because Yoshi does like his early percent combos. Like, that kind of stuff will never work now out of back air. So it hurts a little bit. Yoshi probably only slightly lost his matchup. I don't know, man. It seems, I don't know, it's probably worse than like 60-40 to be honest. The matchup probably, I think it's as bad. I think the losing the early turn combos hurts. I think back air and down air pretty much not being kill moves now hurts. And I think that like egg toss confirms not being a thing now, which also hurts. Alright, next character is Kirby. Kirby probably already got stomped in this matchup, to be honest. But like, let's say for early percent up tilt chains will just never work now. Forward throw into forward air will never work now. Because they'll feel the PMLG out of the forward air. Because like, people don't realize when the player is going for a throw combo, that Steve will be able to buffer the PMLG and just get out of this. So that's not about, that's not combo route. Dare Ride is, I think, yeah, Dare Ride's gone because this drags people into the air. So Dare Ride is just gone now. Just one of Kirby's best things. I don't know how to do Dare Ride, but Dare Ride is pretty important. If Steve's off stage, you never get. Why'd you jump back? Get out of there. Down air will never kill Steve now because there'll be a PMLG out of it. Up tilt chains won't work. Any type of like forward air drag down, like that just won't work now because that props people up. Now, one thing that kind of like makes the matchup kind of interesting is if Kirby ever manages to inhale Steve, and now he can PMLG, right? And now he can get all of Steve's best thing. But however, it's not at all realistic to expect Kirby to land an inhale consistently against a Steve when Kirby can't do their combos or anything like that. So the matchup was probably already 65-35, and it's probably worse now. It's just slightly. Like, it went from awful to somehow even worse. Go down there with Mario Kirby. Alright, next up is Fox. Fox is interesting. Fox probably went even with Steve before PMLG came out. But now I'm thinking about it like, up tilt chains won't work. Dash attack into up tilt won't work. Dash attack into Nair won't work. Dash attack into this won't work. Upper chains won't work now. Like, that's just gone. Dare, like, this won't work. Forward air will never work. Yeah. Does this tend to send in a tumble or like 90% when Fox is looking for Nair up smash? Get over there, Steve. Okay, weak Nair doesn't send in the tumble. So Steve should be able to just PMLG out of that. Ooh. So yeah, basically what I'm looking at, Nair sends into tumble at 100%. Weak Nair does. Because that's what the smoke means. Okay, any sort of weak Nair stuff that Fox tries to do free 100% just won't work now. Any sort of like forward air drag down setup that Fox goes for, like that just won't be a thing now. It's probably not awful. Fox can probably, yeah, but losing out on low percent combos freaking sucks, man. I don't know. It might be Fox is. This is a weird one. I think beforehand the matchup was even. I think before PMLG, Fox Steve was even, probably. But with PMLG, it's probably that bad. Like losing out on low percent combos is awful, and it just freaking sucks. But, like, once Fox gets damage on, it's not that big of a deal, right? Not like Fox relies on his multi-hit for too much past, like, low percent. There are probably some instances where Steve will just be able to get out of Nair smash, which matters a little bit. But it's just the main thing is for Fox is losing on his low percent combos, which is, like, half of the character has to do, which is, like, the best thing about the character, right? Alright, moving on. Alright, Pikachu. God, help for the Pikachu. I don't know what Pikachu is gonna do now. Like, literally what Pikachu's gonna have to do now because of PMLG is just T-Jolt camp the whole time and do nothing else. And do like rising up air like this and dash attack. That's literally it because this character's entire moveset revolves around multi hits. Back air, never gonna work again. Forward air, never gonna work again. Nair, never gonna work again. Down smash, never gonna work again. up throw into Sunder will never work again. So, like, yeah, say goodbye to, like, Nair drag downs a little %. Like, this is just gone. Yeah, that will just never work anymore. Back air chains off stage will never work now. Like, he's gonna have to... if Pikachu does go for combos, he's gonna have to go for, like... Even then, like... If I do this, they can just PMLG out of my up air and just hit me. So, like... Oh, shit, I didn't change the scene. My bad. Yeah, but yeah, down throw into, like, up air chains won't work now. Especially, like, air spins like this. Seal will just never get by that. Back air will never work, as I said. Forward air will never work. Down smash will never work. So, like, Pikachu's literally just gonna have to T-Jolt camp and somehow only use up air and dash attack in neutral, which is not, which I don't know how you can expect the Pikachu to, like, function that way. Like, all this character's best thing is like the combo game with the multi-hits, but Steve can just ignore them. Like, forward air should never kill Steve now, realistically. Back air should never kill Steve now, realistically. So yeah, like, stuff like that will never work now, because you can just PMLG out of the multi-hit. All the advanced combos that, like, ECM's gonna do, again, it's just not gonna work. I think it's bad. Like, it was probably even, or maybe even slight Pikachu favor before this, before PMLG. It's probably all the way down here, to be honest. It seems awful. Like, literally, you took away the character's best thing. So, I don't know. It seems awful now. I don't know how the Pikachu player is supposed to do anything now against Steve. Like kill confirms too will be way harder too, right? Because, like, Nair down smash will never work. So you're specifically looking for, like, dash attack, or you're looking for, like, up throw. Which, if Pikachu has to get you to that high % for dash attack and up throw kill without being able to do any combos on its own accord, that's awful. All right, moving on to Luigi, another one that just gets freaking obliterated by PMLG. Down throw 0 to death are just completely gone. Like, this will never do anything to Steve now. And in fact, Steve's just gonna combo you forever. At a higher % when Luigi is looking for down throw into Cyclone. Cyclone will just never kill now. Like, a saving grace is that Luigi will still have down throw into up B. That'll still be a thing. That'll still be a thing, but, like, something like, yeah, down throw. God, I want to be able to do it. Down throw, reverse up air, back air. Like, that will never be a thing now. But obviously, the big deal is that the early % combos are just gone. Like, all of, like, the 60 damage you're supposed to take from Luigi or die when he grabs you, that just doesn't exist now. So, matchup that was probably already huge to Steve favor. That was Steve favor before PMLG gets way worse. Where's Luigi at? It probably goes all the way down here, to be honest. It seems that bad. I'm gonna be real. Like, I just don't, like, you take it, the character can't combo you, he'll never be able to kill you with Cyclone. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really bad. Maybe, we'll give it up there. Put it up there. Next character. We're almost through the N64 characters. Ness. I'm already thinking, like, forward air and up air will never work now. Never work now. So yeah, Steve will just always be able to PMLG out of that. Up air will never kill now. Any sort of Magna combos that Ness goes for won't work now, because I don't think Magna ever sends into Tumble. Yeah, that never sends into tumble. So magnet will just you'll really break magnet combos. PK fire, you can just get out of PK fire chains, or any sort of PK fire setup and just hit the nest. Down smash at ledge. I don't think Steve will ever realistically die down smash at ledge now. So yeah, yo-yo at ledge is also gone. Gone. Any sort of like drag down upper setups won't work. Yad will never work. So like, it's not like I feel like Aura was already pretty bad. Like again for Ness, it just gets worse now because a lot of the characters' best things are gone. I don't know if it's 70-30. It's probably actually it might be 70-30. Actually, it's probably just 65-35. I don't think it's as bad as like Mario and Luigi, whose entire combo game is just gone. Alright, Captain Falcon is the next character. That's the next character. Any sort of like down throw into Nair chains at low percent, that just won't work. And upper chains at low percent won't work now. When does upper send into tumble? 39%. Up air doesn't send a tumble, so that won't work. Raptor boost into tumble. So like Raptor boost into like IDJ knee, like that'll still be a thing. But like, wow, Nair 1 confirms. I didn't realize that Nair 1 sent into tumble. That's crazy. I feel like it shouldn't, but it does. Yeah, he'll still have like Nair 1 knee. Honestly, I thought this would be worse, but like I think Falcon survived surprisingly. It just sucks because like at a low percent, the main thing that sucks is like at low percents, like dash attack. Well, dash attack's like this, like dash attack and like upper, dash attack and upper. He'll just do a PMLG. So like the early percent like down throw into like Nair chain or down throw into upper chains, like those will be gone. But like the later stuff Falcon wants to do, like those will be perfectly fine. Like if I grab a Steve at like 40% and do down throw upper, like that's still there. That's still fine. Realistically, they should just live up smash every time. Realistically, up smash will be fine. Yeah, I think Falcon survived like better than I thought he would. I don't know. It's probably still like 60-40 for Steve, because I feel like this matchup's already pretty bad for Falcon. Like, I don't know. It was probably just this before PMLG, right? And then you take away some of the early percent combo stuff, it probably just goes down to here. I thought Falcon might have gotten decimated, but I didn't realize Nair 1 descended to tumble as early as it did. So that kind of saves it. Or like, and I also didn't realize the Raptor boost just sends into tumble every time. So Falcon survived surprisingly well. Surprisingly well. Puff, Dare Chains will just never work now. Okay, so it looks like up air rest should be. It looks like up air rest will be fine. Of course I missed. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Yeah, up air rest will be fine. The main one is that Dare Chains into the combos. Like that's just not gonna work now. Yeah, down air is just a non-existent. This is a non-existent move, which was like one of Puff's best things. I'm just trying to test a weak fair since and tumble. So yeah, but like weak fair into rest will also never work now. This matchup is already pretty bad. The main thing is that like weak fair won't ever combo into rest, and down air will never work now. Oh shit, I forgot to see the scene again. I'm horrible. But yeah, down air will never work now, and that's like your best combo move. So that hurts a little bit. Upper into rest is fine, because that sends into tumble. The main thing is, and also weak fair into rest is just gone. Pound into like aerials are fine. Yeah, even at like 20% pound still sends into tumble. So again, Puff survived surprisingly well. Actually, no, she lost down air, but which hurts a lot. This matchup was probably 60-40 before, because Puff's not a great character, right? It's probably just 65-35. Like Puff will still be able to like edge guard Steve and stuff, but it does hurt losing on like down air chains and down air in the combos. Alright, so that's it for the N64 characters. So, of the N64 characters, Samus got off the best, 55-45. Link, Fox, and Falcon all did okay. These characters got gutted. Not really. These characters got hurt a lot, or already did really bad, like DK and Puff. And these characters just got gutted. Moving on to Melee. This is bad. We have Peach. Man, God, I don't... Ugh. This just sounds bad. This character's best thing is early percent combos. Yeah, because that doesn't send into tumble. Does it? I can't... Okay, that does send into tumble, so... Down tilt sends into tumble at... What is that, like 15? Yeah, 12%. So it sends into tumble, for, like... Not at 0, I don't think. I can't tell, dude. I think that is tumble. So down tilt is fine. Shoot. But like, God, I haven't used Peach in so long. But yeah, that's gone. So yeah, down air won't work. Up air won't work. Down air not working hurts because Peach does get a lot of combos off it. Also, this up air just not being good anymore. Hurts a little bit. I feel like she got off like relatively okay, because that keeps people grounded. Like that chain right there. Like if she tries to get like this, that's not gonna work anymore. So like some of the low percent combos are gone. Like it hurts a little bit. But it hurts a lot, though, right? Because Peach can get, like, 80% off Steve sometimes. So if she's not going to be able to do that, she's going to get so far behind in terms of damage against Steve. Like, this is a matchup that was maybe even, because Mutace is so well in, right? Against Akola and stuff, and, like, Onin. Like, it was either probably even or slight Steve favor. Losing on your low percent combos does hurt. Down air and up air just being non-existent out hurts. I don't know, man. Losing on a low percent combo sucks, though, because Peach is going to get so far behind in damage now. I don't think it's as bad as, like, the Mario, Luigi, and Kirby, but it's probably about here now. That's the thing. You take away the best thing about a character, and the character becomes a lot worse in the matchup. Alright, next up is Bowser. Bowser probably already got stomped, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like a -3 for Bowser already, or like a 65-35 matchup for Steve. The only thing I can think of is that, like, that should just never work now. Like, if Bowser does up B out of shield against Steve, Steve should just be able to PMLG out of it and hit Bowser every time, which hurts because that is Bowser's best out of shield option. So this will just never work now, and Bowser will get hit every time for using up B out of shield. Something like... Will that survive, actually, Nair Bear? That'll be surprising, but... Maybe. I don't know. Steve might be a little... What is the hits for this? I don't know what hit of Nair you have to line up for this combo. For Nair Bear. It looks like the launching hit will still have tumble. Why did it do so much damage? See, I think like, and also Fire Breath. Like this move will just become non-existent now, right? Because Steve will steal the minecart and hit Bowser for it. Okay, there we go. I finally got it. So, I think that's fine. I think Nair Bear will still be fine. But the main thing, as I said, was that this is up against it's not going to work. Which isn't like a huge detractor, but it does hurt a little bit. Bowser probably already lost the matchup 60-40. You take away his ability to out-shield Steve. It probably just goes to 65-35. There we go. Sorry. The music will stop for a second. Next up, Ice Climbers. Oh god. God, this sucks. Squall Hammer will just never work now. Their best move is just gone. Like this just won't exist now. Goodbye, Squall Hammer. All like the Ice Climber desync stuff, which I have no idea how to do, won't work. Up tilt into like any sort of combo won't work. This character just gets destroyed. I don't know. You can't do any of the desync stuff now. Like Blizzard stuff won't work. Blizzard stuff won't work now. Squall Hammer won't work. Any sort of like desync combo this character goes for isn't gonna work. I don't know. I don't know how I think it's to do anything. This might be the worst matchup in the game now because of PMLG. This gets completely gutted. I'm gonna put Ice Climbers in 80-20. I think it's that bad. They literally can't do desyncs, which is like the best thing about them. Squall Hammer won't work it, which is their best move. Up tilt won't work. Blizzard won't work. Yeah, it sounds awful. I think this might be the worst matchup in the game now. And that's a recurring theme. You take away the character's best thing, and obviously the character isn't going to be good anymore. Sheik. Oh, man. Okay, Sheik. Low percent combos won't work anymore. Like, fair chains are gone. Like, this just won't work anymore. Goodbye, fair chains. Any sort of drag down setup of up air won't work. Up air in general just won't work. Shoot, I miss Needle. Needle, bouncing fish off stage won't work anymore. Yeah, that just Needles and the bouncing fish will just never work now. I don't know. It sounds awful. I feel like Sheik already did really bad. I saw Void's matchup chart and she said that Sheik like lost this like -2. It's probably worse. It's like a lot worse now with PMLG. Like the low percent combos are all gone. Up air will never lead, and the up air will never do anything for you now. Like the only thing that's like gonna survive is like, God dang it. Like down tilt up smash will still work, so that's nice. But like yeah, up air drag down setups will never work. And then obviously the early percent combo game's just gone, so that hurts. And then Needle's bounce fish will be gone, as I said. So it's, I'm trying to think how bad it is. It's either 70-30 or 65-30 now. Like losing out all those things hurts a lot. It's probably all the way down here, man. I think it's really bad. Alright, next up is Zelda. Next up is Zelda. Early percent up tilt chains won't work. Nair won't work. I'm curious if okay, so that's still safe, but back hit of up tilt into upper, it will still be around. Down tilt into fair is just gone because down tilt doesn't send the tumble into tumble. Yeah, that's just gone. Down throw into nair is gone. That's just, yeah, that's just nair doesn't work, right? Let me try to, like, add 0. Does this work? Okay, so that's in the tumble, so that's fine. Naira's Love obviously won't work now. The other thing I'm curious about is if the first hit of Fiori's Wind will send the tumble. Okay, that's instant tumble, so that's still fine. So, honestly, not that bad for Zelda. You lose out on some early percent combos. You lose out on, like, down tilt lightning kick. You lose out on Nair Nair is just not a move anymore. Up smash doesn't. If you get the full hit of up smash, it's not gonna work anymore. Forward smash will probably not work anymore. This matchup are probably. I mean, I feel like Zelda did okay. Like, it was probably like 60-40 before PMLG. I don't know. It's probably about the same, to be honest. Maybe. I don't know. It's the low percent combos hurts. So I feel like if Zelda might just get a forward smash and then Steve will be able to PMLG out of it. That hurts. It's probably on 65-35 because it's probably already teetering on 60-40, 65-35 before PMLG, and then PMLG just knocks it down there. Alright, next character. Doc. First thing that jumps to my mind is that this is just gone. That's Doc's best thing, and he won't have it anymore. When do pills send a tumble? Okay, so pills before 85% won't work anymore because I'm pulling him at 70%. That doesn't send a tumble. So pill like this. Actually, that doesn't send a tumble. Is it just aerial pill? Why are they different? That's so weird. So I think it's before 60% pill doesn't send and tumble. But yeah, things like that won't work. And obviously like the low percent combo game with like down throw into like up air or something. That's just gone. You'll get hit for that every time. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. Like any low percent combo won't work. Matchup is probably already garbage, but it's just worse now. The main thing is that you lose that Dr. Tornado will just never heal. It's probably 70-30 now, because I feel like it was 65-35 before PMLG, and then PMLG obviously hurts a couple things, which brings it down even further. So, yeah, go down there. Next up is Pichu. Like I said with Pikachu, low percent combos like this stuff won't work anymore. Pichu's gonna hit for that every time. Why does Operator send the tumble that? Dude, that's sending the tumble so early. That's crazy. That's weird. Okay, so I guess that's fine. Like, actually, I don't know. Like up tilt chains won't work. Down tilt chains won't work. Back air will just never work. Forward air will never work. Down smash will never work. Up air Thunder looks like it'll be fine, which is nice. Because up air, because that still sends in a tumble. Again, I feel like Pichu got off somehow easier than Pikachu did, which is crazy. Because Pichu doesn't rely quite as much with multi-hits, but again, back air not being a move anymore obviously hurts a lot. And forward air also not being a move also hurts a lot. And use that on some use it out on a good amount of your low percent combos. I think it's just as bad as Pikachu now. Alright, good night. What do you do? And now I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I was gonna change Pikachu, but I don't do it. Alright, next character, Falco. Honestly, this is probably all the way down here, to be honest. Alright, on to Falco. Anything that has anything to do with this just won't work now. It looks like up tilt will still work, so that'll still be fine. But anything that has to do with like Nair won't work. Forward air won't work. I think up tilt back air should still be fine. Yeah, that's still fine. If you're not like quick enough to get there, Steve might be able to combo break out of it. But yeah, that still works. And I think this still works. Okay, I was just off in timing. And yeah, that still works. And down air stuff. It's just mainly like drag down Nair and drag down forward air aren't things. So when you play Falco now, you're gonna have to exclusively just not use those moves, which sucks a little bit. But I'm just sending the tumble so early, so it looks like but no Steve's gonna be ready to just. That's weird. That's so inconsistent. I don't know. Steve, like if you up tilt a Steve at low percent, right? They can just preemptively buffer PMLG and get out of this and hit you, right? So you have to be a little careful of that. I don't know. It hurts a bit. I feel like Falco only lost like 45-55 before PMLG. It's probably not like that bad of a nerf. You just have to like not use Nair and Fair, which hurts obviously. But I think Falco can have like other tools to adjust accordingly. So it's only gonna go to 60-40, I think. Surprisingly, not that bad for Falco. Alright, next up we have Marth. Alright. So, for both Marth and Lucina, Nair won't work. That's just a non-existent move. So, if you try and do like something like this, like that's not gonna work anymore. Like your early down throw combos aren't gonna work anymore because after you land this attack, he's gonna hit you for it. But yeah, that's into the tumble. That's fine. But after you get this up air, I don't know. Like the main, and then obviously the big thing is that God, I don't know how to do this dancing blade. Is this not like could put people in the air? Huh. That's weird. It looks like that puts the opponent in the air, and so the tipper dancing blade, that's gonna be gone now, because like as I said like earlier, you can you can buffer PMLG when something is. So if you're getting hit by dancing blade, you can just buffer PMLG and get out of this. Get out of it. So that hurts a little bit. This matchup was probably even or slight Steve favor before PMLG. It probably just stays in slight Steve favor. It's not like Marth like heavily needs combos, right? So Marth, welcome to being the second character being 55-45. You just lose out on side B, which that sucks, but that's not the worst thing that we've seen. And then Lucina, honestly, I think she's about fine, right? Like, oh no, actually, yeah, up tilt still works because this sends into tumble, so you can still get like double up tilt at 0, but the moment you go to the up air, that's just not gonna work. And then like, obviously when you go for that, like down throw back air, down throw up air at 0, that's just not gonna work, so there's some minor things there for Lucina, like the early percent combo game just won't work now, but she only gets like 2 hits a combo anyway, so it's not like the biggest deal to her. And obviously Nair won't work now. Nair won't work now. It also, it doesn't like already work that great, but you can still time to only get like 1 hit. And then obviously her dancing blade also won't work, but that's not as big of a deal for Lucina as it is for Marth. So Lucina, I think, is gonna get our first even matchup of this video. Good job, Lucina. You go even versus PMLG Steve, which that's debatable in the first place if you go even with normal Steve. But I don't know if we're gonna have another character that breaches even matchup for at least for a while. I can only think of 2 characters that maybe beat Steve with PMLG. I thought I had. All right, next up is Young Link. And gosh, man, it's like early percent combos won't work. Like that's just not a thing. Down to up air. When does arrow start sending in the hit stun? Because this was a big part of it. Because if arrow sends in the hit stun, like okay, it sends in the hit stun there. Not hit stun, freaking tumble. Sorry. So it doesn't send the hit stun until 70%. So anytime like a Youngling tries to go for an arrow combo before 70%, you can just PMLG out of it. So yeah, like that'll never work now. Boomerang doesn't send the tumble until like wow, it doesn't send tumble for a while. So you can just PMLG out of Boomerang for a long time. Is that like 85%? So yeah, it sends in tumble at 85%, it looks like. So if you get a Boomerang before 85%, you can just PMLG out of it. Forward air just won't be a kill move now, because for the same reasons as Link. So like that'll just never work now because if the Young Link tries to down tilt you, you can just buffer PMLG and you're fine. Same deal for like down tilt up B. Or like any kind of confirmed up B. You can just PMLG out of up B. That's never going to kill you now. And yeah, you'll never die to that now. You can just PMLG out of back air. Like if you're getting back air spam by Young Link, you can just PMLG out of back air. A lot of the characters' combos are just gone. Like, I don't know. It's probably worse than normal. It's probably worse than normal Link. Like, you're just gonna have to harass Steve with your projectiles, and then you're never gonna get any follow-ups off him ever, and your only risk combo game is gone. You'll never kill a forwarder now. You'll never kill his back air. No, you'll never kill his up B. You'll never kill his up smash. You'll never... You might not kill a forward smash sometimes. It sounds really bad now I'm going over it. Like, the fact that none of your kill moves will ever work. I'm gonna put it in 65-35. Alright, on to Ganondorf. God, I still have like four more rows to do. Honestly, Steve probably already won his match of 70-30, but Nair just won't work now. Yeah, you can just PMLG out of Nair every time now. Like early percent, like up air, you can PMLG out of it and add early percents. The main thing is though, just Nair won't work. It seems like weak hit dash attack you can PMLG out of. Only at first though, so like a lot of Ganondorf actually survives besides Nair. But Ganondorf's already super trash, and I wouldn't be surprised if this match was already 70-30. Like I think Ganondorf's garbage. It probably just goes here, to be honest. It's probably about the same, except you just can't use Nair. Alright, Mewtwo. Nair will never work. That's the first thing that jumps out to me. Down tilt actually sent the tumble pretty early, like at 6%, which is crazy. So, like, down tilt forward air will work, because forward air sends the tumble pretty early. How early? Probably the biggest thing is that confusion never sends in the tumble, I don't think. Yeah, so you should be able to PMLG out of confusion now, so like this just won't be a thing. Which that hurts. You can PMLG out of forward air, that's not a big... Yeah. Honestly, he survives like kind of well, but this match was already... I imagine this match is like garbage already, but... It's just like, you don't have Nair. It's like the main thing that's going on here, right? No more Nair for you. So like, the matchup itself doesn't change too much, it doesn't change too much. It's not like Mewtwo, and like the low percent combos will still work fine for Mewtwo. Where did I put Mewtwo? What happened to him? There it is. Okay, it's probably just 60-40. Like it's fine in comparison, right? All right, Roy. Nair will never work now. Like you don't have to worry about Nair now. I don't know. It looks like the Dancing Blade pops people up a little bit, so you should be able to PMLG out of that. So you don't have to worry about Dancing Blade now. Especially if the percent's like it's actually gonna kill you, right? Yeah, that pops people up a little bit. So you'll be able to PMLG out of Dancing Blade. Jab sends into Tumble, so that's not a big... So he still has Jair. Like, that survives. God, why can't I do it? What am I doing? Okay, whatever. Point is, he still has Jer, because Jab still sends him to tumble. At low percents, you're probably losing out on like this, like so you'll get PMLG it out of like for like up airing him out of your down throw. At like very low percents, so which matters a little bit. Honestly, he probably does like fine enough. It's just no dancing, no double edged, no more dancing blade kills. And like sometimes an arrow won't work. It's probably just here, to be honest. Like, I don't think PMLG affects the matchup too much. And you can argue that Steve like already won his matchup, so. And then Crom, for similar reasons, is gonna. I guess I should test Crom, but my initial instinct is that. My initial instinct is that it's just about here, right? Yeah, Nair won't work. You should be able to get an up B. You'll be able to get out of up B every time. So again, like if that happens, you'll be able to PMLG out of it. I forgot to mention for Roy that if he blazers you out of shield, you'll be able to get out of Blazer, which kind of matters. Which Blazers is up B. Like this is gone. Early percent up air combos seem like they're not like as because his up air doesn't tumble into like 25%. If I up air Steve 21, okay, that doesn't tumble. If I up air 19. Okay, that doesn't tumble. So up airs before 20% are PMLGable, which matters a little bit. When does his jab start sending the tumble? Okay, the Crom's jab doesn't send tumble to like 70% for some reason. What? Why is Roy so much earlier? Probably because it's just the sweet spot thing. So yeah, at like 65% and below, Crom's jab doesn't send in the tumble, so any sort of jab confirms he's going to try to get before 65%. You can just PMLG out of. Which is worse than I thought it was. Like, jeez. It might be worse than 60-40. I don't know. It's probably got 60-40 though. Yeah, we'll keep Crom in 60-40 right there. Next up was Mr. Game & Watch. Oh, man. Obviously, like, Nair chain won't work at low percent now. Up air will just not be a move. You'll be able to PMLG out this like forever. Which obviously doesn't matter too much because he's still above Game Watch and still has to deal with these up airs, so it's not that big of a deal that you can just PMLG up air. Back air, the other one, like you'll be able to PMLG out of that every time. Chef, like if you get chef by Game Watch, you can just PMLG minecart him for it. Yeah, the main thing is just low percent combos like this won't work. You'll be able to PMLG him every time for that. Smash attack still survives the transition because that buries that you can't PMLG out of that. It's just the main thing there and back air you can PMLG out of, which matters like a good amount. I imagine the matchup was like already pretty bad. Oh wait, the other big thing. If this ever happens, wait, why is that in the tumble at 0? That's actually kind of crazy. Hold on. Okay, so Yeah, I mean, like, I'm trying to decide how much that matters. I'm just surprised that Sense is humble at 0, but like, so yeah, it's like as long as the Game Watch is purposely just up being away from Steve and not trying to get a follow up, then he will be able to still be able to up you guys shield just fine. I don't know. It's like weird because like I feel like losing Nair hurts a lot, and losing backer also hurts a lot. Shit. But like being able to PMLG upper doesn't really matter because you're still above him, right? Like he's gonna get upper again. Yeah, you'll take less damage overall, but I don't know. The matchup's problem is probably losing for Game Watch to begin with. I don't think it becomes like drastically worse because due to PMLG, it's just slightly, just a little worse than it was before. Alright, Metal Knight, the first Brawl character, finally out of melee. Oh god, okay. I'm already thinking like upper bridges will just never work now. Yeah, say goodbye to your up air bridges. Like upper bridges will never work. I'm not a Meta Knight player, so I can't do it that well, but actually upper like at low percent like you can't really do like up or down or like upper bridges. You won't be able to do your finishers ever with Tornado. Like, oh wait, I'm so stupid. This is the launch tornado, not the multi tornado. Okay. Does this first hit send a tumble? It looks like it does. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. This is not fine. Back air and forward air just won't work now. I mean, Midnight's a pretty garbage character, and Fed was probably already awful. I feel like it's just slightly worse than it was before. Probably struck 65, 35. Maybe worse though, because like if Midnight tries to edge guard like backer or forwarder, Steve will lose the PMLG out of it, right? And like losing a low percent combos does suck. Up smash will never work. Yeah, it's probably worse. Probably way worse than that. Alright, next Brawl character. Alright, we have the pits. I'm only gonna do pit because like, the only difference is off the top of my head, I don't think any differences, but in terms of like how PMLG affects them, the only thing that I can think of is like Dark Pit Arrow will send him to tumble at some point, so he won't be able to PMLG that, but who cares? But like obviously, all these multi hits that Pit has won't work. Nair, gone. Up air, gone. Forward air, gone. Forward smash, gone. Up smash, gone. Low percent combos, gone. Like that won't work. Like I don't know. Like what is this supposed to do now? Like exclusively play the matchup with back air and dash attack? Like that's just not plausible, right? You're taking away like literally half the character's kit. This is bad. This is one of the worst ones we've gone over. Yeah, I don't know. It's literally half the moveset's just gone now. But yeah, it's probably down here, to be honest. I feel like Pit, like, before PMLG would be, like, all the way up here, and after PMLG, when he loses half his moves, it's gonna go down here. Alright, Trash Girl herself is up, VSS. This matchup was either even or slight DSS favor before PMLG came out. And I did some and I've already thought about it a little bit because I played this character. But like, up smash, they will never combo now. Like, this is just not a thing anymore. Like, you're good. If you try an up air hit Steve at any point, like, up air chains, that's just not gonna work for a little bit. I feel like forward air is too quick for him to for Steve to just react and just PMLG out, so that's not that big of a deal. But like boost kick, this is never gonna kill now, which fucking sucks. Like this is what makes it like this is what makes Shulk impossible for ZSS, because he can just shield art out of boost kick every time, and look what Steve can do. Steve will just be able to PMLG out of boost kick every time. That's awful. Yeah, like low percent up air chains won't work. Like there's some instances where side B is not gonna work because he'll still PMLG out of it. It's not like the general game plan is gonna be that much different for ZSS. It's just like she has to kill through her multi hits, right? And now she can only exclusively kill through back air in the matchup. It literally only plays like back air, forward air, jab, like F tilt. Like it's hard. I think it's really hard now for her. It's either 60-40 or it's 65-35. It's probably 65-35. Not being able to kill the opponent with your best kill moves, that hurts. Yeah, so ZSS 65-35 CSD favor after PMLG. Alright, next up is Wario. Man, if I had to watch combos won't work, that stands out. Because, like... Actually... Huh. So you can still get up air waft at like 40%, so that survives. Obviously at like 0, this isn't viable. You'll just get for that every time. The launch. Why is the launch part of Nair so tumble at 0? What? That's crazy. Up tilt chains won't work though at 0. You'll just be able to get out of that every time. Down air won't work. I don't know. I feel like if you play pretty basic Wario, and like you only look for up air watt, I think it's not horrible, right? It's just like you lose down air, which hurts, and like some of your super long combo strings with like Nair into fair into Nair into Nair, like that's gone. Yeah, like early percents. Since it's probably not horrible for Wario. Probably just go with about here. I think he survives like surprisingly well. I think he survived like surprisingly well. Snake is the next guy up. When does grenade send and tumble? Because that's like my main question right now. Okay, so grenade combos will be safe, like will be fine. Nair will be a non-existent move, but that's not the biggest deal. That's actually still a combo up smash. Just combos will be combo to itself just fine. You'll probably be able to PMLG out of up air, out of like up to forward tilt if you like buffer it. Like if Snake goes for like down throw into F tilt, like Steve will be able to survive it. What? He just low profiles it anyway? What? That's so stupid. What? Oh wait, oh my gosh, I didn't have to... Sorry, I forgot to change teams again. Did anybody know this? What? Why can't Snake do... Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know Snake couldn't do this to Steve. That's so weird. I feel like I've always seen frickin' down throw into F tilt connect. What? What? This character's privilege. You just don't get hit by Snake F tilt after it. Wow. I didn't know that. That's so crazy. That has nothing to do with PMLG. And then like downer will sometimes just not work. So like, it was probably even before. I think doesn't lose out on too much. It's still probably even, to be honest. So congratulations, Snake. You are gonna be our second even matchup of the video. Let's go. Alright, next up is Ike. I think Ike is like surprisingly fine. Like at least off my head, because like I feel like Nair will send him to tumble like pretty early. Okay, so Nair will start sending him to tumble. It looks like at like 25%. Yeah, so that's still good enough for you to get your like combos like that. Does weak Nair any different? Okay, so the back hit in there is also fine. So you can still get like weak in there into like back air and stuff, and not have to worry about it. That's fine. At 0, is this still okay? Yeah, that's still fine. So I feel like Ike just kind of lives. Like you don't have like Nair combos at from like 0 to 20%. I feel like that's fine. Yeah, he's surprised. He just. It's still strong. It was probably 45-55 before PMLG, and I think PMLG. This is like the least affected matchup by PMLG. Like this matchup is like almost exactly the same. So good job, Ike. You made it to 50. You stay exactly the same. That was the shortest analysis yet. All right, Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer. That was like the shortest. Oh wait, like I guess if Ike Acer will never kill, but like that's not the biggest deal, right? I think that's fine still. All right, Squirtle, low percent combos gone. Say goodbye. Like if you try and do like that at like 0%, you'll just get hit every time now. Down. Or like you try and use back air. That's not back air. Try and use. What am I doing? Back air, that'll just get you hit every time. Like you'll just get PMLG'd every time for back airing. There as well. F tilt keeps you grounded, so that's still gonna be a thing. You'll be able to get out of up tilt. It's just like some of the other percent combos are not gonna be there, which hurts a little bit for Squirtle. For Ivysaur, when does Razor Leaf start sending the tumble? Okay, so things like Razor Leaf into Vine Whip. Why can't I hit? Razor Leaf into. I'm upset. Razor Leaf into Vine Whip will still be fine. Down throw, up air at 0 will still be fine. I imagine up air just sends him the tumble like right away. Okay, yeah, this sends in tumble at 0, so that's fine. Nair will obviously never work, so that hurts a little bit. Back air, I don't know if Steve will be able to react in time to get a penalty out mid back air, but I think like those back air trains won't work because that doesn't send the tumble. But yeah, Steve might be able to back PMLG out of back air if he reacts to it. And then for Charizard, Flamethrower, you can just get minecart every time now. Uppy, Steve will probably be able to react some time and PMLG out. And an up smash, I think, is too quick, but maybe some Steve players will be able to like PMLG out of it. Yeah, like down throw fair is gone. Looks like that sucks a little bit. Overall, like I don't think. Surprisingly, like unsurprisingly, Squirtle gets hit the hard. Gets hit the hardest out of the Pokemon trainer. So like, it probably just goes down to 55-45. Like you can't use Squirtle for like when you really want to, and you probably just have to play them more Ivysaur, like which I think is fine. All right, Diddy Kong is up next. I feel like this character might get shafted, dude. Like, low percent combos are just gone now. Like if you were trying to do like down throw back air, you'll get hit for that every time. Down throw up air, you'll get hit for. Actually, up air sends in the tumble, so you just do like this, like down throw up air, like that's fine. When does down tilt start sending the tumble? Oh god. Oh gosh. Dude, this down tilt has never sent. Okay, down tilt sends in the tumble at 115? 120? Okay, 120 looks like. So any down tilt before 120, Steve will be able to PMLG out of. And does not care. So, like, that's just not going to work anymore. Like, banana into forward smash won't work anymore because Steve will just be able to PMLG out of the first hit. Because, as I've been saying, Steve can react to him getting bananaed and just mash PMLG. And that, or buffer PMLG and get out of forward smash. And the same deal goes for like down tilt into like same deal goes for like up smash too. Like you'll be able to react down tilt, buffer PMLG for the up smash, and you'll be fine. Like yeah, you should really react up. Even like out of shield, I think you can react up smash. Maybe it's really quick though, but the hits take forever. I don't know, that's close. I feel like you can react in PMLG out of up smash. So, he gets hit a lot, Diddy Kong does. Like I said, some early percent combos will be gone. Like, I'm sure like the advanced, like, Nair, like, Z-drop stuff, like, will be gone. Down tilt stuff are gone. He probably only lost the matchup, like, slightly. It's probably not... I don't know. It might be a lot worse. It's either 60-40 or 65-35. I think, like, the fact that, like, you can just react to down tilt and then not die for it, or react to, like, you getting up smashed, or you react to you getting banana up smashed. Like, that's fine. Like, you're probably never gonna die against it. Like, again, it hurts a lot. You should never get, like, weak Nair into down air either. But... Alright, next character. Alright, Lucas. Obviously, like, Nair chains won't work anymore. You should never die off stage down air now. You should be able to PMLG out of that every time. Yeah, and like the extended like stuff that Lucas does, like Nair and stuff, is like the best thing about the character. Like their chains across the stage won't work anymore. I feel like he loses a lot. I feel like this match was already pretty garbage, but like Lucas has to play with PK Fire exclusively now. Can't do any of his advanced stuff. That all hurts a lot. Probably goes into 60-40. Next up is Sonic. The first thing that comes to my mind is when does Spin Dash send to tumble? Actually, I guess it doesn't matter because it's multi-hit, right? So like, dude, that sends to tumble at 0? What? Wow, that's crazy. Like, obviously some early percent combos like that won't work. Like up throw, up air. Well, that sends to tumble still. Dude, why does Sonic just like survive the transition? That's crazy to me. Like, you're gonna have to use Spin Charge exclusively, right? Like, forwarder will never work. And, like, up smash will never work. That's, like, not like the biggest deal for Sonic, right? Like, you lose out on Spin Charge forward air and, like, up smash. Which hurts a little bit. I feel like this matchup might is like Sonic favor right now without PMLG. And like Sonic just has to commit to only using spin dash, right? I didn't think I'd be saying this about Sonic, but I think Sonic's gonna get our first maybe beat Steve with PMLG. That's crazy. I didn't know that Spin Dash just sends in the tumble at 0. That's crazy to me. That's so weird. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Alright, moving on. We have King the Dead. First thing that comes to my mind is that, like, up air is just never gonna kill now. So yeah, he just loses up air as a move. That's just gone. Gordo sends in the tumble at 0, so you still have all your Gordo confirms. Like, Weak Nair doesn't send a tumble for a while. Weak Nair doesn't send a tumble to like 30%, so like Weak Nair combos at like early percents won't be there. Down throw into like down throw into forward air. He goes to PMLG for that every time. F tilt won't work. The matchup is probably already garbage for King Unity, and it probably just stays garbage. But losing up air does suck. It was garbage, and it's even more garbage. That's how I feel about it. I think I might have been exaggerating with Mario. Mario probably climbs back up here. Okay, Olimar. Let's see here. Up smash. With some of the Pikmin, I don't think sends in tumble at 0. With red, it does. With blue, it doesn't. With yellow, it doesn't. So only with red and purple, up smash sends in tumble at 0. So if the C player is looking off for that, if you try to go for up smash ladders, then that just don't work. Down throw forward air 0 looks like doesn't want to tumble with any Pikmin besides maybe purple. Okay, so down to a forward air with any Pikmin and does not send the combo at 0, so he'll just get himself hit for that every time. It looks like up air ladders will be fine. He does lose out on like up tilt doesn't move, but who cares? It's up tilt. And Nair also won't work. This matchup probably just stays as a 45, I think a 55-45. Alright. Next up. We have Lucario. Main thing that comes to my mind is that Aura Sphere won't work. Like, any Aura Sphere confirms. Any Aura Sphere confirms it's just gone now because he'll be able to PMLG out of it. It looks like forwarders in the tumble at 0, so this combo is safe. Like, that's all fine. Dude, forwarder with no aura sends in the tumble. That's so weird to me. Down air will sometimes just not work because he'll PMLG out of it. It's just the main thing you lose Aura Sphere, but I feel like this matchup is already pretty garbage for Lucario to begin with. You lose on like up tilt chains too for a little while. I don't know. It probably just stays as like a 60-40. He doesn't lose that. Dude, losing Aura Sphere confirms so hurts, dude. It probably just goes from 60-40 to 65-35 due to PMLG. Next up is Rob. Still not through the Brawl newcomers yet. Oh shoot. Okay, we're back. So he loses out on like fair, on like he loses out on like early spread combos like up throw to fair. Weak and Nair won't combo sometimes. The main thing is that Roto Arm will just never kill now off stage. So like if Rob tries to go for shit, dude, so awkward. Yeah, you'll be able to PMLG out of Roto Arm. Some of the Z-drop stuff will also be gone too. Like the deep gyro combos, some of them will be gone. I can't do them. I don't play Rob. Gosh, dude, I feel like I'm embarrassing myself if I don't play like a lot of these characters, trying to combo them. But yeah, I think the main thing is like some of the gyro combos are gone, and Roto Arm will never kill. If you like start at the beginning, that should never kill. And then, oh yeah, how can I forget that like up air does never work now? You'll be able to PMLG out up air every time. That's so massive. Like yeah, so say goodbye to dying up air, Steve Mains. And then of course by extension, I hate this. By extension, up tilt into up air will never work. So like, Rob loses a lot. This matchup was either even or slight Steve winning, I feel like, beforehand. So you take away that he loses a lot of his early percent stuff, and up air doesn't work. Probably goes all the way down there, to be honest. It seems really bad. Alright, Toon Link. Still on the Brawl characters. When does Bomb ascend into Tumble? That's my first question I have. Okay, so it's into Tumble at 80. What about 70? So 60. Dude, I can't tell. The freaking smoke's in the way. So it looks like it doesn't send and tumble until there. So it looks like 65 is the threshold. That looked like tumble. That I don't know. That's hard to tell. So I think at like low percent, like you can be bomb won't send a tumble, so you won't be able to like bomb forward air sometimes. But like the bigger thing is like you can always PMLG out of his up B now. You're like out of his up B, nah, you're good. You can't do it anymore. You try and do like back air chain into up B. Like yeah, you'll never die to that now. Boomerang into up B never kills now because you can PMLG out of the up B. Low percent combos like back air chains won't work now for like a little bit. Yeah, the back air doesn't send the tumble up to about 35, so you'll be able to PMLG out of that. Up tilt chains at early percents, you can just PMLG out of. He's probably at about 60-40. I don't think it's like as bad as Young Link, to be honest. Alright, Wolf is the last Brawl character. Woo. Down throw dash attack, that's gone. You can PMLG for that. Up throw and up air, that's also gone. Forwarder chains at early percent are gone. He'll still have like forwarder to back here because forwarder extends and tumble. So, like he'll still have that. Shine confirms he's completely gone. Nared low percent, he'll be able to PMLG for. So like Wolf doesn't lose a crazy amount. He just loses like some early percent stuff, which matters because like Wolf won't be able to go like down throw full dash attack up tilt because as soon as this dash attack connects, he's gonna be like PMLG forward air jab forward air. Like so like losing on your early percent combo game does hurt. It probably makes the matchup like slight losing for Wolf and as opposed to even like it probably was like it most likely was before. Because, like, now you just have to play with laser. Which sucks, but... Actually, that's probably just bad. Alright, on to the Smash 4 characters. The first one is Villager. Villager doesn't really have any multi-hits, and his aerials tend to tumble pretty early. As you can see there, like, down throw forward air is still completely viable. Up air is fine. Like, the main thing that Villager is going to have to watch out for is, like, narrowing out a shield. I don't think Nair sends him to tumble for a while. So yeah, so if Villager tries to narrow out a shield, you'll be able to PMLG it up until like 45%, looks like. Okay, now I want to do. Yeah, about 40%. So if Villager tries to narrow out a shield you, be pre 40%, you're gonna send him for it. Otherwise, like, he won't have like down smash into up smash into like, he won't have like up smash anymore. You'll be able to PMLG out of that every time. Like, this is probably like a bad matchup before. I don't think it's too much worse. It's probably about 60-40 still. Mega Man. Dude, I can just imagine like a Mega Man playing against a Steve, and Mega Man tries to go for Pellet, and then Steve just instantly PMLGs out of it, and just hits him for it, because Pellet will obviously never send a tumble, but well, it does keep him on the ground though, so I guess it doesn't matter. But like, if you get Pellet in the air, you'll be able to PMLG it, which doesn't really matter too much. At low percent, you'll get hit for, I can't tell. So yeah, like, down throw fair is still safe. Down throw... Down throw back air, that's not safe. So at low percent, you're going to have to do down throw fair instead of down throw back air as Mega Man. Some Metal Blade stuff won't work. Probably notably, like, sometimes a Steve like anticipates to get back aired. He'll just be able to PMLG out of it and hit you for back airing him. And then, like, also, like, actually, no, drag down back air is probably fine. That's close. And then, like, up air. But, like, it's what I said about Game Watch up air earlier. Like, if Steve PMLG out of it, it doesn't really matter because he's still above Mega Man. So, I think the matchup is roughly the same. And, Aerial Lemon sends in the tumble at 0. So, the matchup stays pretty much intact. Mega Man goes to 55-45. I do think he keeps this matchup still anyway, but it's not because of PMLG. Wii Fit Trainer. So, like, low percents, like, this won't be able to work, won't be able to, like, Nair, and, like, up tilt chain, stuff like that. So, like, some early percent combos are gone. So, like, you won't be able to get, like, Nair this at, like, 0. Up throw, up air looks like it's safe. Yeah, that's safe. As I said before, up tilt chains won't work for, like, at 0. Otherwise, like, it's probably just otherwise unaffected, to be honest. She didn't really play the game multi-hits. Like at worst, like you might be up being, and Steve might be able to PMLG you for it, like off stage. But yeah, I don't think the matchup changes too much because of PMLG. It was still already losing for Wii Fit, but like, it's not due to PMLG. It's just Wii Fit's not a great character. Rosalina and Luma, I feel like they're pretty unaffected. To be honest, just like thinking about it in my head. I feel like every Luma move sends in a tumble at 0. Yeah. So that doesn't really matter. Alright, so at 0, Nair won't send in a tumble. It looks like. Yeah, so like weak Nair at like early percent won't send in tumble. Starbits, like obviously they'll be able to PMLG out of. But like if you do stick to throw combos, like that's fine. Obviously, like forward air will sometimes won't be able to work because he will still be able to PMLG out of it. I don't think it's that unaffected. It was just a bad matchup to begin with, and PMLG doesn't really change that. Okay, Rosalina 60-40. Little Mac. I don't think anything about this character is affected by PMLG. Maybe you can't get like down tilt into like side V anymore at 0. Wow, okay, that just sends into tumble at 0. Wait, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So yeah, like down tilt combos at 0, that just won't work anymore. And like up tilt combos at 0 also won't work. So you lose out on like some early percent combos, which that hurts a little bit for Little Mac. Like you lose probably most importantly you lose on like down tilt to KO punch, which sucks. So like the matchup's still garbage. It's probably just 70-30 because it's probably like 65-35. It's not like horrible, but like. Alright, Greninja. Alright, so up air is being a non-existent move now. Weak Nair doesn't send in tumble for a while, I don't think. So yeah, strong Nair sends in tumble pretty early, but a weak Nair doesn't. Okay, but it still sends in tumble early enough where like, you can still get Nair or fair, so that's not a big deal. I think back air's too quick to maybe, I don't know. I feel like you might be able to react to getting back aired and then just PMLG out of it and hit them. When does down tilt stop sending? When do down tilt and dash attack stop sending the tumble? Because the dash attack's pretty early. So yeah, even like as low as like 10%, you're fine. This the main thing is like you won't be able to go like dash attack up air because you can deal with good PMLG for doing that. Or you can't really do like dash attack back air. So like your dash attack combos at early percent are just gone. And obviously you can't do like down tilt stuff for a while. So like that doesn't tumble, but if you get down tilted, you can just react and PMLG out of the Greninja up smash because that's a multi-hit. Like if you do like react to this and do PMLG down air as Steve, you should be able to get out of the first hit and then down air the Greninja for it. So a matchup that was probably slight Greninja loss only probably goes into just disadvantage for Greninja. Yeah, Shuriken won't work sometimes too. That's a big one too. Alright. Palutena. Already off the bat, Nair and up air won't work because of PMLG. Like your Nair chain is just gone now. Like that's just gone. Can you still get like? Okay, so you can't even do like down throw forward air. You can get PMLG you'll just get PMLG for that. Not even down throw back air. And then obviously if you try and up air someone, he'll just PMLG out of it and hit you. Drag down, Nair, and up tilt won't work anymore. That stuff like that, like fair combos of 0 won't work anymore. Sorry, but yeah, obviously the big things just Nair and up air aren't gonna work, which is pretty big. Like Palutena can still play the game without those moves, but like the loss of up air probably hurts a bit more. So like it changes how Palutena has to play the game. So it probably went from like even to like slight losing for Palutena. Pac-Man. Early percent up throw combos are just gone. Yeah, like you'll get PMLG for that every time. Like that's just gone. Fair chains at like early percent will be gone. Gal got us instant to tumble for like a little bit. I mean, you might be able to PMLG out of Bell, but I'm not certain about that one. Down air. Maybe you'll be able to PMLG out of it. It's just like you lose out on some early percent combos. So. But you still have Bell and stuff. It's probably not the worst thing ever, but Pac-Man goes into 55-45. Alright, Robin. I think Robin is like fine overall, right? I'm trying to think of like what actually gets affected by Robin. Oh yeah, Arc Fire is obvious. Like no more Arc Fire confirms. That hurts. So like if Robin ever wants to like Arc Fire, like something like that, that'll just never work now. God, give me my sword. I wish in training mode they just let me have weapon sword from the beginning. Okay, you have it. Okay, so down throw Nair still works with Devon Sword, so you don't have to worry about that. Obviously, like you could just get PMLG'd for using Sunder like this. because Arcfire gets nerfed super hard, I think this matchup's like a lot worse because Arcfire is like how Robin secures stocks, right? It was already probably awful, but just the fact that you can't really use Arcfire anymore, and like sometimes you get PMLG for using Arc Thunder. Probably goes all the way down here, to be honest. Alright, Shulk. I don't think Shulk loses much of anything. Like, I'll see, like, to where with Nair. Because the only thing I can think of, like, oh yeah, Nair chains won't work. Like, you might be able to PMLG out of Uppy, but I don't know. And yeah. Yeah, it looks, yeah, Nair does not send Tumble for a while, which is, like, probably the biggest thing. So not till base Shulk doesn't send a Tumble until 25, it looks like. So, like, early percent Nair chains won't work. That's actually broken, but, sometimes, like, your up smash won't work. Actually, no, up smash is fine. Because that launcher hit has a, sending the Tumble. Yeah, the uppy's also fine. Forward smash is like the one where like where Steve might be able to PMLG out of it. I don't think the matchup actually changes too much, to be honest. Like this might be another one of the characters that might beat Steve still, even with PMLG. So yeah, Shulk, go join Sonic up there. You're in a man. Alright, Bowser Jr. The first question I ask is when does up air send the Tumble? Because if it sends the Tumble at 0, then Bowser Jr. is probably okay. Okay, it doesn't. Wow, it doesn't send the Tumble for a while. Hit. Okay, there we go. So, it looks like at like sub 30. God, this is annoying. Okay. Is it like sub 25? Okay, sub 25. So, at 0, Bowser Jr. won't be able to get like his up air chains off throw. So if he ever goes for this, you can just PMLG him. And yeah, Clown Car always instant tumble, so that's fine. Okay, that's safe. Forwarder doesn't look like, so like some of the early percent combos are kind of awkward because yeah, downer is obviously not a good option. I mean, the character probably already got stomped. Wow, forwarder does not, and like a lot of the stuff does not send tumble until like 25%. So the early percent combo game is going to be a lot more awkward for Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. probably goes next 65 or 85, to be honest. Like, the match was probably 60-40, and he'll get hit for doing his low percent combos. Alright, next up is Duck Hunt. Clay Pigeon just won't work ever anymore. So, you know, that's cool. I'm trying to go for like down. Yeah, you'll get hit for doing down throw into like forward air. You might get PMLG'd out of up air sometimes. Again, a matchup that was probably really bad to begin with, just gets slightly worse because of Clay Pigeon and Upper sometimes not working. So, really bad. Some things get slightly worse. Probably goes down here. Alright. Ryu. God, man. I already like high percents, like, you'll be able to PMLG out of down till I feel like. Oh, sorry, wrong thing, my bad. Yeah, so you'll be able to PMLG out of down tilt. Yeah. You'll be able to PMLG out of that pretty easily. Because this isn't going to tumble to like 100. You don't really worry with that. Jab Jab, sure, you'll be fine, because it doesn't send people in the air. Some up tilt stuff will be gone, for sure. I don't know what I'm doing the SGCs, I'm just kind of doing conjecture. Oh yeah, and then Shakinetsu, which I have no idea how to do. Gosh, I wish I didn't have to. Alright, we're gonna skip past Ryu. Oh my gosh. I think the matchup's hurt. It gets hurt a little bit. Probably from 55 to 60-40 for Steve. Yeah, Ryu goes down there. And then you have Ken, which I can just already picture Steve players PMLGing out of freaking Shoryuken all the time. Is it? It might be this bad. It's probably all the way down here, to be honest. Like, I don't picture how Shoryu will ever kill a Steve player ever. Okay, Cloud is the next one. Probably all the way down here, to be honest. Character can only kill a Shoryu. Alright, Cloud, Cross Slash. This move will just never work now. Like, forwarder into, like, side B also won't work. Dash attack back here is safe. I don't know. The matchup I think is going to still be relatively the same. Like, you won't be able to get, like, forwarder. You won't be able to get, like, forwarder into forwarder. Yeah, forwarder, probably. Yeah, like, you probably won't be good for it. You'll get, like, forwarder, like, 40%. But, like, other than that, like, you lose out on Cross Slash, and that's kind of it. Oh, wait. Climb Hazard also. I don't know when the first hit sends in the tumble. You might be able to PMLG out of this, because this is, like, more than just this launcher hit, so... Yeah, you might be able to PMLG out of Climb Hazard. But the main thing is you lose out Cross Slash's Cloud. So... Even without Cross Slash, I think Cloud is still one of the characters that can potentially beat Steve. So maybe beat Steve. Alright, next up is Corrin. Use that on like some early percent combos like fair and nair. Like yeah, fair ladders or like nair into fair. They're probably gone. You don't have like up. You still have like down tilt into, I think, like yeah. Still have that. Uppy, like if you ever try and get up kill up with Uppy for some reason, that will never work. I don't think they should be able to get out of that because that's a stun, but maybe they will be able to. If you wait for the stun to launch them, I think Steve will be able to PMLG out of it before you get the bite out. This is mainly like the low percent combo game to here for Corrin, right? Like Steve could PMLG that entire string. Corrin probably like only slight loss to Steve. Is that what we just talked about enough to like make it lower? Probably losing it, getting hit for doing your combos is like actually like a really big deal. Alright, Bayonetta. Oh god, oh man, oh man. First of all, Witch Twist will just never work. So yeah, that sucks. All these early testing combos are just gone. Like, you're getting PMLG the entire time you're doing this. Yeah, you get PMLG for that, you get PMLG for this. Yeah, it's like... The afterburner kick does not send a tumble for like a little bit. Like, yeah, the early percent combo game is just pretty much gone. This match was bad. I already know he put it super low. It's probably all the way down here. Bayonetta just can't play the game now. Can't play the game now. Alright, Inkling. Finally into the ultimate cast. We're in the home stretch. We're in the home stretch. We're in the home stretch. So you lose out on some early percent combos like up throw into up air. That just won't work now. You can still like do run up jab. That's fine. But yeah, back air does not send him to tumble for like a little bit. You might lose out on up throw and up air because they can buffer PMLG and get it during the first hit of up air and kill you for it. So that hurts a little bit. Matchup probably just went from slight losing to probably still slight losing. I don't think it's that crazy. Alright, Ridley. Alright, so down tilt sets in the tumble at 0. So that's good. That's fine. I don't think like this won't work because obviously that's a multi-hit and that doesn't even spin the tumble. Up tilt chains won't work. So like all the early percent combo that really wants to do just aren't gonna work. Why am I not dashing forward? But like overall, I don't think that should get impacted too much. It's not like Ridley gets a ton off his combos anyway. It's probably just still garbage. Probably there. I think Ridley does a little bit better than a lot of characters. I think Ridley does better than a lot of characters, surprisingly. Alright, Simon / Richter Belmont. Holy Fire won't work, that's obvious. Nair won't work. Uppy won't work. Again, like I've talked about, if Richter tries to hold shield and Uppy out shield, Steve can just PMLG that every time. Any sort of like Holy Fire stuff you're trying to do, that won't work. Your low percent combo game is safe for the most part, like, that's fine. Well, I was in Airs and fine because you just PMLG out of it, but like, you're good there. Cross ends into tumble at 0, so you're actually good. It's crazy. I can't believe a move like this and it just does that. Axe does not send the tumble at 0. Okay, since it's tumble like 15 though. That downer sends the tumble at 0, so I think Richter / Simon get off pretty okay in terms of like what PMLG affects. Obviously, the character is not great, and so the matchup's probably not still not good. But like, I think it's there about here, surprisingly. King K. Rool. I'm already thinking about it. I just want to see when the only thing I'm curious about is if when Crown sends into Tumble, because that's like the only like actual combo starter I can think of that actually matters. I guess I can test forward throw dash attack. So forward throw, dash attack, that's fine. And then Crown sends into Tumble at like 40. So when you actually want to do Crown combos, that's okay. Like, you might get hit for, like, nairing someone. Like, we can nair to not send tumble for a while. But the character's garbage, and the matchup is already really bad. So, it's probably just here, to be honest. Isabel. Where did I put Villager? Yeah, I actually, Isabel is slightly worse off than Villager because her combos with jab and up tilt are way more. Well, jab's not effective because that keeps people grounded, but up tilt specifically, and down B. So yeah, Steve can just get out of down B. So that sucks. And like your up tilt combos just won't work now. So that's as well. Alright, Incineroar. When does down tilt start starting to tumble? Yeah, you don't have to worry about like down throw into like up air, that's safe. Down throw to forward air is a little messy, but Incineroar should always be doing like down throw forward air anyway. So that doesn't matter. Yeah, down tilt does not send into tumble until about 40%, it looks like. So 35, no tumble. 40, there's tumble. So about until 40%, you'll be able to PMLG's Incineroar for down tilting you, but that's like the only thing that's affected. However, Incineroar is pretty garbage, and I feel this matchup is already so horrible, so it's probably still horrible. There we go. Plant. I'm just thinking about it in my head. Like down, you lose on like down throw forward air. Cause you get PMLG for forward airing him. But Tui's fine. That always ends in the tumble. Yeah, I don't think anything that's changed. It's still probably just about there. Joker. Oh, it is a live action stream, Kayani. Welcome to the stream, man. Right now, I'm going over how PMLG affects every character. So, in terms of Joker, Kayani, this is your character. First thing I can already tell is just you'll get hit for doing that. He'll lose PMLG out of forward air and hit you. Up throw, up air. Up air just won't work now because he'll be PMLG out of up air every time. And by extension, any sort of up air drag down won't work. So yeah, you'll never be able to get like... Yeah. So like... And then when does fair one send the tumble? Because I learned with Falcon earlier, like the Nair one sends the tumble like 30%. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So realistically, when you want to be doing fair one, it also works. Like you can still get fair. You can still get fair one. You can still get fair one. You can still get fair one. Okay, I guess you can't get fair one up smash. Yeah, drag down confirms are done. It's like you can't get this. It's like you can't get this anymore. Cause like as I've been saying, you can you can when Steve gets hit, he can just buffer PMLG. It's like if he gets hit by fair one, he can just buffer PMLG and not get hit by drag down up air. It doesn't matter for gun. Hold on, go back to low percent. Okay, so you can still do down throw back air at low percent because back air sends in tumble really early. I don't know when gun would send the tumble. Okay. So it matters for like if you're trying to do footstool gun, they'll be able to footstool out of gun until this isn't even something in tumble like 90%. So he'll be able to PMLG out of down gun. Like if you're doing like footstool down gun, yeah, he'll be able to PMLG out of it. Yeah, but again, he can buffer it once he's getting hit by it. So if you go for it like this, he can just buffer it and get out of it. So yeah, he can just buffer that. Let me get my self damage. There we go. So yeah, with Arsene, you can still do fair one up smash. That's what I've been trying to do. So, but yeah, like you can't do this anymore. And so yeah, overall, I think I feel like Joker went even with Steve before PMLG, but with PMLG, yeah, that's more. Okay, I don't play Joker. I was trying, but with PMLG, it's probably just a slight loss for now for Joker. Like losing on the Dragon on up air sets is like annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, next character is Hero. Joker sucks. Alright. Hero. Down throw fair, you'll get hit for that now. Character doesn't really do combos. Cause yeah, like even when you're trying to get like medium charge into when does no charge send into tumble? That's actually kind of important for like accelerate combos. Okay, so that's into the tumble like past 50%, so that's fine. So like with Accelerate, you'll still be able to confirm off of your no charge fireball. I feel, and then when does I just think that's like it in terms of like what actually gets affected by hero. Like you'll be able to get like PMLG out of like up air maybe at low percent, but like that's kind of it. So it's literally just down throw flare that's affected. So this matchup was probably even with our PMLG, and I think it stays even. In all honesty, I don't think this matchup was affected much at all by PMLG versus hero. So even. Banjo and Kazooie, you lose out on like all the Regal Blaster stuff. Nair is like not a move anymore. Backer is not a move anymore. I don't know what I'm doing with Banjo. I don't know why I'm doing this. Up air will actually just never work now. I feel like the matchup just went from like bad to like somehow even worse. Yeah. I'm just gonna completely just not play Banjo. I don't feel like doing it. I'm just gonna guess that the matchup went from like 60-40 to like 65-35 because you can't do Brutal Blaster stuff. That's how I feel. Alright, Terry. Joker sucks a little bit. Alright, I guess what I actually need to know is if the first hit of Power Dunk sends in the tumble at like irrelevant percents. Okay, it does. Well, actually, this is more than one hit, yeah? Yeah, that's way more than one hit. Yeah, so you'll be able to PMLG out of this because only the first hit, only the launcher hit sends you into tumble, but the second hit that continues to rise you up does not do that. So you'll be able to PMLG out of that. You'll be able to PMLG out of Rising Tackle. When does like the kick? So this kick always sends in tumble. So that sends in tumble like relevant percent. So that's not gonna matter for like, God, what can I think of it? The go side B. For Buster Wolf. That's what it's called. For Buster Wolf. At low percents, like, let me put him back at like 0. At low percents, like, you can't get up air into, you won't be able to get like up air, up B because he'll be able to PMLG for that. The matchup sounds kind of bad. And Nair does not send in tumble for a while. Yeah, so like when you're trying to get, actually, so there might be some weird percents where you try and get like Nair, Rapid Gold, or Burning Knuckle, and it's just not gonna work. But yeah, the fact that you can't do jab power dunk or jab up B really sucks. Alright, that matters a lot. Matchup probably went from like slight loss for Terry to like super big loss. Alright, Byleth. I feel like Byleth's fine. Like, you lose on like down to the up air. Poor Terry loses every DLC. Tragic. Because, like, even though the down tilt probably still sends into tumble, because well, I guarantee down tilt still sends in tumble. Yeah, that's fine. But when you go for the up air, they'll be able to PMLG out of this up air because again, once they get hit by a down tilt, they can just buffer PMLG and they'll be fine. Nair, oh yeah, Nair. Obviously Nair. It depends though. If they're getting hit by the full thing in there, obviously they'll just PMLG out of it. I'll bet at low percent, like, even if they don't, like, launching hit, that's PMLGable at 0. At 0%, that sends in a tumble, so that's okay. You'll be fine. What about like back throw dash attack? Yeah, that's in the tumble. So the early percent grab game is fine. I don't think Steve should be able to. Yeah, Steve should not be able to PMLG out of anything like that. So sort of the creator kill confirms decides once they'll go in up air will be fine. It's just mainly anything that has to do with up air is just non-existent, and obviously like sometimes they'll PMLG out of nair too. I think both of those are big enough though, and it makes the matchup a lot worse. Oh, I forgot to switch the scene. My bad. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, this one work that's fine. All sort of the creator kill confirms are fine. I don't know how to do them, but like, this is fine still. Dash attack, backdoor dash attack is safe because dash attack sends into tumble. That's fine because forward air sends into tumble. I think you specifically have to get the sweet spot though. If you get the sour hit, I don't think it sends into tumble. Yeah. Oh, no, that still sends into tumble. Okay, that's safe. And obviously nair it's like the big one. They'll be able to PLG out of like nair. He can get out grounded up B? Oh, I didn't know that. So that's actually a big deal. So the only frames where he launches him, he can get out. Okay, so that's actually a huge deal. That makes the matchup like a lot worse. Because like literally you can only play the game with like stray aerials now. You have to play like a really bad Lucina. Like do this, run up F tilt. I don't know. The matchup's probably. The matchup is either. I guess nothing missing here. Okay, so if you get him on the ground, it doesn't work. Yeah, best out shield should get you on. Yeah, exactly. And then I guess like what I didn't touch on is that if you ever up smash someone, they can just PMLG out of it too. Now it's -2. Yeah, it's probably 60-40 Steve now with PMLG or 65-35. It might be this bad, to be honest. Alright. Home stretch, like 6 more characters. Alright, mean. The only thing I can think of is that, like, Ram might not combo into Dragon Smash now. It's, like, the only thing I can think of. I feel like PMLG just doesn't matter. Like if you don't get Rim into Dragon Smash, who cares? Like they're still over there. Dude, oh my god! Dude, literally, I only have 6 characters that might go even with Steve right now. That's literally it. Hold on. We only have 6. Well, Min is about to go up here, so there you go. But. Yeah, Min doesn't lose much of anything, I don't think. Yeah, because... Rebranding Steve at Revel. The Michigan TOs are going to do a vote in like a couple days to see if we should ban Steve across the entire state. So I'm going to wait for that to happen. Yeah, Min, the only thing I think that matters is like... up air does not send a tumble at like this percentage. So yeah, that's like the only thing that matters. And then maybe sometimes you can't get Ram Dragon Laser. But I still think that's not enough for like the matchup to like maybe be Steve, maybe be Min in favor. Alright, next up, we're gonna skip Steve because he doesn't matter, and then Sephiroth. You had to leave. Well, did you leave UPS for good, or like you're gonna come back? Your rotator cuff is still shit. Also, I'm really sorry about your rotator cuff, man. I hope you get it fixed up. If you acquired the injury like on site though, you can make them pay for your medical bill though. So I don't know if you did or not, but down throw into forwarder. Okay, that doesn't. The forwarder doesn't send a tumble at 0, so Steve might be able to PMLG minecart you for it, but you might be able to react to it. Been a bad thing for all my medical bills already covered by last year. If you've had issues with your rotator cuff before, I don't think you should have gone into UPS and no, like, I'm not trying to like be mean, but like, it's hard to work there if you're constantly like getting beat, if you're already been like beat up. Like, it's more so like I'm concerned for your well-being if you continue to work there, because it is a very physical place. Your medical bills are already covered by Western. That's good. Astro Nair sends some tumbles. That's good. And then that's also good. The only thing that's going to be impacted is that side B does not send a tumble like immediately. But we're like 40%. Oh, come on, Steve. Okay, so at the percents where like you're probably gonna be comboing off of side B, the works. So Sephiroth gets out pretty unscathed. I'm gonna move Sonic down here. Here. Alright. Pyra Misra. Pyra Misra. Oh, upper just sends in the tumble right away. I did not know that. But you lose on like up tilt chains early on. But like if you do down throw into up air, like that's fine. Back air sends some tumble too. It's mainly just Mr.'s only concern is like I'm comboing off my tilts, and so I'll get PMLG'd for it. Like you might get PMLG'd out of Lightning Buster or Nair, and like up smash, but that's not that big of a deal. And for Pyra, that also sends a tumble, so that's good. Yeah, that's not a concern at all. And then her only multi-hit that you gotta be concerned about is like this. But I don't. But like this isn't even like that good in this matchup, so. Yeah, I think Misfir goes in even as well. Kazuya, I don't nothing. I have no clue how to play Kazuya. Not even close. But I imagine that a lot of the Kazuya stuff is affected because a lot of it does use weaker moves like late hidden air and stuff. Well, actually, this is. Yeah, because like weak hidden air doesn't send a tumble for it's like about 40%. And obviously, like you will be able to, like if Kazi goes for down for electric, you will be able to PMLG out of electric. So I imagine some things have changed. I feel and like obviously like if Kazuya ever uses like crouch jab or something like that to like send combos or like anything that's weaker, like this move, you can PMLG out of it. So. I don't know, I think... No matter, yeah, I was cleared by the... Sorry, I was cleared by the physical surface, but it came back today too. Oh, okay. So no matter, I can feel it. Picking up Shulk and ZSS, yeah. I'm picking up Shulk and ZSS. Dude, ZSS is like... ZSS is down here. I think PMLG changes so much about this matchup. But yeah, Kazuya... We need Adam for here for this. I'm just gonna go based off on how I feel about the other Shotos and just say it affects him, but it's like not a big deal. I still love ZSS. I mean, I love playing ZSS. I just don't think she's... Dude, don't pick up ZSS, dude. You play 3 top tiers already. You don't need ZSS. You play Aegis, Joker, and Violet. Alright, last one is Sora. I don't care. I'm just kidding. I forgot about the knees. God dang it. I like faster characters. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like playing ZSS, but... Dude, how do people do noobs? Okay, I did it. I figured it out. But yeah, noobs are just gone, which is like the best thing about Sora. Up tilt, that's not a move. Up to... This character's dead. I don't know. What are you supposed to do? Like what? How are you supposed to play the game as Sora now? You play with like back air only Sora. What? Because if you try and do like forward air or back air, even if you're not trying to do noobs, Steve can just PMLG out of it. It's what? Like, oh my gosh. That's so crazy. This matchup's like bad. Yeah, up B too, exactly. Like it's, I don't know. This character does nothing now. Oh my gosh! Like you probably can't even like, I don't know. Like Sunder. Let me test out Sunder before I place him. Okay, Sunder's fine. All right, I think Sora is gonna go all the way down to here where Bayonetta and Ken are chilling. That he's so screwed. This character can't do anything. This character can't do anything. Can't do it. Alright, on to the Mii's, because we love the Mii's. I don't even know if I'm just gonna see him. This one is the one with the piston punch. Alright, so low percent combos. You can't do like down throw upper anymore. That's gone. Down throw nair is also gone. Down throw forward air is gone, so you're gonna get PMLG for any low percent combos. Kind of like Fox as well. If Steve like sees the near count coming, he can PMLG out of it and hit you for it. If you ever try and do like down throw up B, you can buffer PMLG. Yeah, I think the Brawler gets hurt a lot here. Well, upper doesn't send to almost like 60%. That's crazy. Yeah, not even at 50%, and he's... Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. But yeah, up air does not send to tumble until like 50%, so that's important. And that 0, that's obviously going to get you PMLG'd. Down throw into forward air, that'll get you PMLG'd. Down throw nair, that's going to get you PMLG'd. Up tilt strings, that's gone. It's kind of like what I talked about, like Mario at the very beginning. Like all his characters' low percent combos are gone, and you're never gonna die to him like ladder comboing you now. So he probably just goes Mini Brawler. He probably goes right down here in 65-35. Me Sword Fighter. God, I don't even know which one is the right set. Okay, this is Chakra Tornado. Okay. So Tornado sends in the hit stun at 0, so like at kill percent when you're trying to do like Tornado into Gosh. Tornado into... What the... Why is this so difficult? Tornado into up B. That's just not going to work. So you have to use tornado into up air. Because that's not a multi-hit. So if you use, as long as you're using up air and not tornado, the kill confirms are fine. And then at low percent, like down for up air isn't a viable option because you'll get PMLG for it. Down to forward air. Forward air is just not a move now. That's cool. The chakra is so cool. I don't know. I have no idea how it works though. I'm gonna say this matchup isn't changed too much. Like you lose out on like some early percent combos. I cannot believe you put female Byleth on the list and not band. I like female Byleth more. What? Alright, me Sword Fighter, probably just surprisingly all the way up here. I think me Sword Fighter does like a lot better in this matchup just generally than people think. And in the last character, me Gunner. Wow. I'm gonna charge on this one. God, I don't even want to talk about me Gunner. This character is disgusting. I guess forward smash might not. Well, that kept me grounded. Maybe. I guess forward smash might not work sometimes, and I think up air will not work sometimes. That's all I got. I don't want to play this character. I was gonna say me Gunner's up for each trash character, and I'm gonna put him down there in 60-40. And that's it. This is the theoretical, hypothetical Steve with optimized PMLG against every character. I think PMLG matters a lot. Like in all honesty. Like, and I don't think it's like that terribly hard to implement, and like you're gonna be using it in like very basic situations too, like get out of this multi-hit, get out of this like kill confirm, like stuff like that. So like get out of this like a low percent combo. And the thing about it is, it's not a resource, right? Like it's not shield art where like you can only use it once every 15 seconds, and it puts you, and you don't get punished for being wrong, because if you're wrong and you don't get hit, you place a block below you, right? And you like. That's not horrible. And if you are right, you get better reward than every other character with something like this. You get better reward than like Luigi Cyclone, than Snake Grenade, and Duck Hunt can, stuff like that. So like I think PMLG is absurdly broken. I don't know if it's. I'm in the camp of like I would rather just ban Steve at this point than have to deal with like. Monitoring PMLG at like events and stuff like that. I don't know. I think PMLG kind of breaks the character. At most, with PMLG, I think Steve only loses 4 matchups. In all honesty, you could put any of these 4. And honestly, I don't know if Steve even loses these 4 matchups. I think there's only 9 characters in the game that go even with better Steve with PMLG. And there's some characters who just completely destroys now, like Ken and like Bayonet and Sora are like high/top tier characters that I think Steve just destroys now. Characters like I think Pikachu is like down here, like that's crazy. Pit doesn't have a moveset anymore. He's totally down here. Some characters like ZSS literally can only kill him like one move now. But yeah, this is the Steve theoretical PMLG matchup chart. I'm gonna post this image on Twitter and upload the VOD later. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.